Hello everyone, welcome to Oliveboard. My name is Dinkar and I welcome each and every one of you in this session. I hope everybody is doing great, feeling healthy and fine. So once again, welcome to the morning session, and as you all know that every Saturday we are doing the top news coverages, and again we have come up with one of the important topics that we are going to discuss today. It is regarding the sustainable development goal number 7. Okay, sustainable development goal number 7 that we are going to discuss regarding the affordable energy. And there is a report that has been published to find out like what is the scenario, what we are expecting by 2030. So again we have I'm just welcoming each and every one of you in this session under the top news coverages, and welcome to the session and good morning to each and every one of you. Before starting of the session, if you can just like the session so that I may know you are present in the session. Yeah, okay, that's great. So let's start with our class, and let me welcome each and every one of you in this class. So this is RBI Grade B 2023 exam top news coverages, and we will be starting with our first the introductory regarding our courses. We have especially launched the YouTube channel for regulatory body right now, in which you are there. That is the regulatory body YouTube channel, especially for various type of regulatory bodies. So this is a whole short separate channel from the Oliveboard, which is creating your so that you do not get missed into the various other type of examination, right? And we are providing you with high quality important lecture under the quant series, PIB news, SEBI concepts, डिस्क्रिप्टिव आंसर राइटिंग, लाइव मिंट, इंपॉर्टेंट वीकली करंट अफेयर, ESI FM, ये सब हम लोग आपको दे रहे हैं फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट आपको ये मिल रहा है, एंड दीज आर हाई क्वालिटी सीरीज. High quality series these are. Okay, now Telegram channel, which is one of the most important aspects of the regulatory body that we have provided you, is that every day, this is the daily highlight, every day you will be getting all these things free of cost in our Telegram channel. You will get news of the day at 9 AM, you will get question of the day at 12 PM, you will get mind map at 6 PM, you will get top MCQs at 9 PM, and PDF of important session every day will be uploaded to the Telegram channel. You just have to download the Telegram channel and just wait for the regular update during the proper timings, 9 AM, 12 PM, 6 PM and 9 PM. Okay, you will be getting all the things over there. You just have to revise that, you have to just read that. Okay, now today we will be discussing regarding the tracking sustainable development goal 7, SDG goal number 7, and under that we have आपका clean and affordable energy से related है, clean and affordable energy से related है. So we will be discussing what is sustainable development goal number 7, and we will be also discussing what are the projections that has been given by the energy progress report of 2023. Okay, so energy progress report 2023 regarding the sustainable development goal. So first of all, everybody should know the goal number 7 is affordable and clean energy. After that, extended version is ensuring access to affordable, reliable, सस्टेनेबल एंड मॉडर्न एनर्जी टू ऑल. स्पेशल फोकस, जो स्पेशल फोकस रहेगा वो आपका क्लीन एनर्जी पे रहेगा. क्लीन एनर्जी एंड एनर्जी ट्रांजिशन पे रहेगा. वी विल बी ऑल फोकसिंग ऑन दीज थिंग्स, राइट? Now these are the targets that has been given under the goal number 7. अब आपको बता दें, जैसे 17 goals are there. Okay, 17 goals are there under the sustainable development goals. In 17 goals में 169 targets हैं. सो एक गोल में अराउंड 7-8 टारगेट्स हैं, जैसे इसमें 1 2 3 4 5, इसमें 5 टारगेट्स हैं, राइट? सो सिमिलरली वेरियस अदर गोल्स में भी हैविंग 10 टारगेट्स, अदर गोल्स में भी हैविंग 7 टारगेट्स, 9 टारगेट्स और लाइक दैट. ओके, सो गोल नंबर 7 में 5 टारगेट्स हैं. Okay, so target number 1 is, target 7.0 is that by 2030 we have to ensure universal access to affordable, reliable and modern energy. Okay, ये पहला टारगेट है. Okay, टारगेट 7.2 इज इंक्रीजिंग सब्सटैंशियली द शेयर ऑफ रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी. मतलब आपको 2030 तक अच्छा खासा इंक्रीज करना है रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी का। इंडिया हैज़ ऑलरेडी गिवन देयर टारगेट ऑफ like creating around 50% of the energy generation from the renewable energy sources. Earlier it was 40%, now India has extended it to 50%. Okay, then target of 7.3 is we have to double the global rate of improvement in energy efficiencies with the help of energy efficiency improvement. Whatever various tools and techniques and machines and various other things we are using, we have to utilize and we have to make sure that most energy efficient instruments we should take, and we should work on that. Okay, then target 7A, that is by 2030 we have to enhance the international cooperation so that we can get good amount of technologies if we really wanted to do the transitions. अगर हमको transition करना है from fossil fuel to green energy, we need international collaboration, we need research and technologies from those countries, we need technological transfer, we need technology transfer in all these area, because the developed world have already created a good amount of technology, so we need technology transfer along with the finances. Okay, so we have to do this. Then we have to improve the renewable energy efficiencies, cleaner fossil fuel technology. अब जो fossil fuel already use कर रहे हैं, whatever fossil fuel we are already using, we have to make it more and more efficient so that they should not release undue polluted gases throughout the world, because we have to make sure that we have new technologies that are coming which are taking care of these fossil fuel technologies for the more efficient use of fossil fuel, so that less carbon emission can happen, less waste material can be generated, and promote the investment in energy in okay, जो अभी modern technologies हैं, modern infrastructure है. Okay, अभी आपने देखा होगा 4-5 साल के अंदर within 4 to 5 years, within 4 to 5 years, what we have seen is that there is a rampant spread of the solar energy, solar panels. You can see the government is full-fledged providing all the necessary support for the solar technologies, wind technologies, and various other technologies. Special focus has been given to the solar technologies, right? So the government is doing all the work. They are upgrading their infrastructure, they are upgrading their technology, they are upgrading their metering system, they are upgrading their lines, they are upgrading their transformer, they are upgrading their substations and everything, so that we become more and more efficient in this. Okay, so these are the targets of sustainable development goal number 7 by 2030. Okay, now this is the report, energy progress report. उसने इन सब targets को study किया, and they have come out with some of the important facts that we are going to discuss today. Okay, so first of all, you should know this report is released on June 6th. June 6th को release हुई, right? And there are 5 custodian agencies: United Nations Statistics Division, World Bank, and WHO. They all have collaborated together in order to bring out this report for all of you. Okay, now what is the inference in, because exactly what we have to achieve we are not able to reach for a proper timing, so that's what is all about. So lacking universal access to electricity. So lacking universal access to electricity and cooking fuel, so we will not be able to reach the target by 2030. We are still very far behind regarding the clean cooking fuel and access to electricity, because we were about to reach to the target and we are very close. But the problem is that because of the COVID-19 pandemic and Russia-Ukraine war, we have been handheld and we are being held back. Okay, so because of that, lot of work that we have to do in the field of clean cooking fuel and universal access to the electricity, we are not able to perform because 2 years of complete lockdown were there. Okay, so India is already doing all their efforts in the cooking fuel Ujjwala Yojana, okay, clean cooking fuel Ujjwala Yojana, and Saubhagya Yojana for universal access to the electricity. Government is already doing, right? Then government said that we have to uptake the renewable energy. but the thing is that the uptake is taking place, but that is not up to the scale which will be needed for achieving the goal of 2030. Okay, it is not up to the scale which has to be reached up to the goal of 2030. Okay, so rate of improvement of the energy efficiency, जो हमको energy efficiency में जो rate improve करना था, okay, is not on the track to double. We are not on the track to double that energy efficiencies. Okay, right now it is 1.8%. Actually what is needed is 2.6%. okay, we wanted to do the energy efficiency change at the rate of 2.6%, but right now the current trend is happening as 1.8%, and we are expecting that we will not be able to reach our energy efficiency target also by 2030. Okay, then regarding the target of 7A, regarding the public finances is also not flowing properly, and after the COVID-19 pandemic it just got totally, so we will be releasing $100 billion per year. Okay, so still that has not been materialized, and there are various multilateral banks, unilateral banks are there, World Bank is there, who are not being provided the funding which has to be provided at a more faster paces, at a more reasonable paces. Okay, so the international public finances is not flowing the way it has to flow. Okay, then there is a decreasing trend in the international public finances, especially in the least development countries, landlocked countries, and country, okay, in the Pacific, in the Atlantic, in the Indian Ocean. Okay, there are a lot of small island countries are there which are lacking the investment, to invest in the clean energy fuels. Okay, in the clean energy fuels area. Okay, so this is very, very important that public finances has to flow. The public finances had to flow at a very proper paces if you really wanted to achieve the climate action goals, and if you really wanted to achieve the clean energy fuel, high energy efficiencies target, if you really wanted to achieve, public finances are very, very important to flow like that. Okay, now some of the statistics. So global access to electricity grew by annually 0.7 percentages. Okay, so from 84% to 91% it has grew, right? So the people who were not having electricity and now they are having electricity, that people without the electricity almost halved. Earlier in 2010 it was 1 billion people, those who are not having access to electricity, but now it has been 675 million in 2021. But the problem is that because of the COVID-19 pandemic, those people who got the electricity connection, but because of that the bills and everything they have not, because of the high cost of the energy, they have directly fall into the poverty scenario, and because of that they again cannot pay the bills and everything. So because of that they again went into the energy poverty. Okay, they have moved into the energy poverty again, right? And regarding the cooking fuel, clean cooking fuel, so the global population lacking access to a clean cooking fuel again fell from 2.9 billion to 2.3 billion. But because of the COVID-19 pandemic, okay, ये COVID-19 pandemic की वजह से the numbers are rising. Again the number are rising, the people without the less cooking fuel, clean cooking fuel, the people are not having now. Earlier those who have moved into the clean cooking fuel, now they again moving into the convention fuel of the wood and all those things. Okay, so right now around 1.9 billion people are there who are still without access to the clean cooking fuel, and they will not be getting the proper cooking fuel by 2030. If we go by the scenario as per this report, there are around 1.9 billion people who will remain without access to the clean fuel, which converts to 6 out of 10 person without access to cooking fuel by 2030. And especially this South Asian region and Sub-Saharan region, which is called as the poorest of the poorest nations, are there, which will be having no clean cooking fuel, and they will have to depend on the conventional fuel. They will have to depend on conventional fuel like wood, coal, and all these things for their cooking need, which will further aggravate their health impacts. Okay, and we all know that this is the COVID-19 pandemic which has created all the disruption in various type of sustainable development goals. क्योंकि ये जो sustainable development goals जो 17 थे, they are running at a very higher pace, but because of the 2-year gap that has happened in the COVID-19 pandemic, all the targets, all the statistics just got disrupted. Okay, and people may move into the various may move into the traditional biomasses. So what are the factors that are limiting? What are the factors that are limiting the world to achieve sustainable development goal? पहला तो है uncertainty macroeconomic outlook. So what is happening is that there is total uncertainty is there, because we don't know how much investment is coming. Okay, we don't know how much investment is coming, when it is going to be coming. Okay, so this fluctuation is affecting. High level of inflation is increasing the cost of electricity, and then again it affects the affordability. It is affecting the affordability, right? Then currency fluctuation. तो यहाँ पे क्या हो जाता है? Exchange rate instability happens, and because of that, all of a sudden the prices rises, all of a sudden prices falls, like that. Debt distress. You know, there are a lot of countries which are under the debt. They are not able to pay their debt. How they are going to move into the energy transition? They are looking for the easier energy scenario, like coal is there. Coal is one of the easiest way of generating energy, but since these countries are being under huge debts, they are not looking for any kind of transitions from any other area, because they lack the money to invest in all these area. And lack of finances, because we don't know when the finances are coming, projects and various type of infrastructure. For that projects and infrastructure we need finances. Least development countries, island countries are lacking the finances. The developed world has promised that they will be providing $100 billion and everything for the climate action plan, but they are not being properly providing that amount of money, and still there is a lack of public finances. The banks are very apprehended in providing the finances, so there is a huge lack of finance. If you are finding issue in procuring the various type of material equipments, okay, अगर आपको इक्विपमेंट्स बाई करने में प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, आपको मटेरियल्स लेने में प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, देयर इज डिसरप्शन दैट इज हैपनिंग बिकॉज ऑफ दिस मटेरियल इक्विपमेंट, सो देयर इज अ सप्लाई चेन bottlenecks are there. Then fiscal circumstances, there are a lot of countries who are under the fiscal deficit, and their fiscal deficit has widened during the COVID-19 timing. Okay, so they are struggling to run their own government. Why? They are not going to happen, so because of that they will not be able to invest in all these areas. Okay, then soaring price of the material, so there are cost of solar panel. Okay, solar panel का जो cost है वो भी बहुत ज़्यादा है. Okay, there is a lot of issues regarding the batteries and everything. So these are all the things which are limiting the world in achieving sustainable development goals of 7. Okay, now what are the recommendations that has been given by this report? इस रिपोर्ट में क्या क्या recommendations दिए हुए हैं? Okay, so the recommendations that has been given by the report is that we have to scale up the effort to promote the renewable energy. वो हमको बहुत कस के scale up करना पड़ेगा. Okay, we have to do that scaling up at a higher level. Okay, because we have lost already 2 years in the COVID-19 pandemic, so we have to do a 2x 4x way of working. Okay, then financial has to flow in the clean energy technologies. At the same time, technological transfer has to happen at a very faster paces. Okay, at least 1.4 to 1.7 trillion dollar till 2030 has to be transferred if we really wanted to address the changes of the regarding the sustainable development goal of 7. And then high inflation we have to counter, otherwise this will increase the cost and it will affect the affordability for the people. Then energy intensity को improve करना पड़ेगा. This will only improve when we are getting proper material, proper type of equipments and everything. Then only we can properly accelerate the energy intensity improvement. Okay, so there is a lot of targets have been given. We have to improve our energy efficiencies in that way possible. Then strengthening international cooperation, because international cooperation is very much needed in this area, because from here only the finances will flow. From here only the technology will be flowing. So international collaboration has to be there, and they have to make sure that the technology should flow, finances should flow if you really wanted to tackle the goal number 7 of the clean energy throughout the world. And especially the focus has to be on the least development countries and island country, because these are the countries which don't have proper finances, and these are the countries which are bearing the lot of cost of the climate change. Okay, then we have to keep on monitoring and track the progress report, every रेगुलरली क्वार्टरली बेसिस वी हैव टू मॉनिटर. ओके, अगर आप मॉनिटरिंग करेंगे तो आपको पता चलेगा गैप्स कहाँ पे हैं, कहाँ पे फिल करना है, किस जगह को इम्पॉर्टेंट support देना है. Okay, so this has to be very very regular. It should not be like that every year we are taking the progress report. No, it has to happen quarterly, whether finances are flowing, whether technologies are coming, how much we have achieved. Okay, so it has to happen regularly to identify the gaps. Okay, so these are the recommendation that has been given. So what is the Indian status on that? India is on the target. India is on the target despite being India got into the COVID-19 pandemic. We are on target to meet our universal access to electricity, and we may achieve something more than that. Okay, so if we go by the April 2018 scenario, okay, so we are ahead of the schedule, and we are also ahead of providing electricity to every villages at home, and we are also providing clean fuel for cooking. Push around 2/3 of districts remain off target till now. Okay, so more than 2/3 of the districts remain off target. We are still working on that in order to improve the scenario of providing clean energy fuel to each and every places, each and every districts. Okay, Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana is working toward that. Government has invested lot of money in the area of clean fuel for cooking, and we have already been achieved the various targets under that, and by 2030 it is that we will be achieving our target, maybe more than our targets we will be. Statistics hain. Okay, so around as of November 2017, 18,452 villages don't have electricity. Okay, $380 billion clean energy corridor has to be there in order to really do, if you really want to do the transitions in the green energy. And we have taken our ambitious renewable energy target goals. हमने ने ये टारगेट लिया हुआ है 175 गीगावाट ऑफ रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी कैपेसिटी हमको प्रोवाइड करनी है, स्पेशली फ्रॉम सोलर 100 गीगावाट, विंड से 60 गीगावाट, एंड देन अदर फ्रॉम द बायोमासेस एंड वेरियस अदर थिंग्स फ्रॉम द green hydrogen. Right now, what India is doing, what effort that India is putting for the green energy? First of all, Pradhan Mantri Sahaj Bijli Har Ghar Yojana. Okay, it is also known as Saubhagya Yojana. It is also known as Saubhagya Yojana. Here we are focusing on last mile connectivity. Here we are focusing on the लास्ट माइल कनेक्टिविटी. जैसे जो भी अनइलेक्ट्रीफाइड एरियाज हैं उनको तुरंत इलेक्ट्रीफाइड करना है, अनइलेक्ट्रीफाइड हाउस होल्ड. ओके, सौभाग्य योजना, वॉट एवर द हाउस होल्ड विच आर अनइलेक्ट्रीफाइड, वी हैव टू इलेक्ट्रीफाइड दैट, एंड मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ पावर इज रनिंग दिस स्कीम, एंड द स्कीम केम इनटू बीइंग इन 2017. ओके, देन आफ्टर दैट we have Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gram Jyoti Yojana which is running. Okay, there are 3 important objectives of Pradhanmantri Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gram Jyoti Yojana to provide electrification of all villages. वहाँ पे हाउस होल्ड था, इधर पे सौभाग्य योजना में आपका हाँ हाउस होल्ड्स था. ओके, सौभाग्य योजना में आपका हाउस होल्ड्स था, राइट. और यहाँ पे आपके ऑल विलेजेस हैं. यहाँ पे आपको फीडर सेपरेशन करना पड़ेगा सो दैट फार्मर शुड गेट लाइक फ्रॉम अ डिफरेंट फीडर देयर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी रेगुलर सप्लाई टू द अदर कंज्यूमर. सो देयर हैज़ टू बी फीडर सेपरेशन. जब फार्मर को चाहिए वो अपनी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी लेगा. देन प्रॉपर वी हैव टू इम्प्रूव द ट्रांसमिशन लेवल थ्रू आउट द विलेजेस एरिया एवरी ईयर फॉर द लास्ट माइल कनेक्टिविटी. एंड वी हैव टू ऑल्सो इम्प्रूव अवर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन नेटवर्क एंड मीटरिंग टू रिड्यूस, क्योंकि बहुत सारी जगह पे देयर इज इलेक्ट्रिसिटी थ्रेफ्ट दैट इज हैपनिंग. Okay, there are a lot of electricity theft that are happening, so we have to improve the metering in all these areas so that proper electricity should flow, and people should be putting the bills under that. People should be having a meter connection at their home so that the electricity should flow uninterrupted to these places, and people should always also respect the infrastructure development in these areas. Then उज्ज्वला डिस्कॉम एश्योरेंस योजना, उदय योजना था. ओके, उसके बाद आदित्य में कन्वर्ट हो गया वो. ओके, सो उज्ज्वला डिस्कॉम इज टू टर्न अराउंड द distribution companies. Okay, we know in our country discoms are there, distribution companies are there which are under the huge severe losses because of electricity theft and various losses that are happening. So government since there is no proper metering and everything, so there is a huge loss that is happening. So government has come up with one of the simple and short plan. Okay, one plan, permanent solution plan to revive the financial mess of the discom company. So government is working in all the way possible to revive the discom companies. And PM Kusum, everybody knows PM Kusum Yojana. Okay, so very important PM Kusum Yojana. It is especially being for the farmers. So there are 3 important components that are there. PM Kusum में 3 important components हैं जिसमें हम लोग प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं सोलराइजेशन. पहला है 1 बी में वी विल बी प्रोवाइडिंग 17.5 लाख स्टैंड अलोन सोलर एग्रीकल्चर पंप. क्या होता है? रिमोट एरियाज में आपका गवर्नमेंट का कैनाल नहीं पहुंचता है. सो गवर्नमेंट इज सेइंग दैट वी विल बी प्रोवाइडिंग यू विद सोलर पंप. स्टैंड अलोन सिंगल जगह पे सोलर पंप रहेगा. यू कैन एक्सट्रैक्ट द वाटर विद द हेल्प ऑफ दैट सोलर पंप्स फॉर irrigating your field. And then component C is there for solarization of 10 lakh grid connected agriculture pump. अब जो grid connected हैं, अब जो agriculture pumps हैं उनको grid से भी connect किया जाएगा. If you have an excess of electricity, it will be transferred to the grid. Okay, so it is like that. We are utilizing each and every aspects of the solar energy. We will be helping the farmers in irrigation. We will be also helping the farmer in having a separate income. You can sell this electricity and you can get rupees 60,000 per acre per annum. That is the money that you will be getting if you are 40% by 2030, but now it has 50% by 2030. So this is regarding the PM Kusum. So India is doing all their effort in order to provide clean energy fuel, affordable energy, clean cooking fuel to everybody. Okay, so guys, this is all for today. I hope everybody has enjoyed the session. Thank you so much. We are running our complete phase 1 and phase 2 coverages. आप लोग ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं. और यहाँ पे एक्सप्रेस रिवीजन बैच भी लॉन्च हुआ है. एक्सप्रेस revision batch. Okay, and guys, we are providing you the monsoon sale. Monsoon sale is there. It will be available till 2 days. आपको बस कोड यूज करना है rain. You have to utilize the code rain and you will be getting 40% off in all the courses. ओके, आप जाइए ऑलिव बोर्ड की वेबसाइट पे. आप यहाँ पे देखिए नीचे डिस्क्रिप्टिव बॉक्स में लिंक होगा. यू हैव टू यूटिलाइज द कोड रेन एंड यू विल बी गेटिंग 40% ऑफ इन द various courses of Oliveboard. So this is like one of the last opportunities that you can get. Complete plan mein or express revision batch you can join, and you can take the maximum benefit out of it. Okay, RBI crash course, express batch, rain code use karna. You can utilize the code rain and you will be getting 40% off in the plans. Okay, so guys, thank you so much, and I'll be seeing you in the next classes. So bye bye, take care, have a good day.